Hello again. This video is going to be about trading and preparing to trade in general. Now, very first thing, because you don't know exactly when the traders are going to arrive, you need to be ready for them in advance, basically. If you're not, they can skip over you entirely, or they can just leave their wagons behind, and their wagons will be carrying most of their stuff. So first of all, we need a depot, which is B for building, and then D. Yes, D. I couldn't actually remember, I was guessing. It's a pretty big building. Just, if you put it outside, that's pretty much a safe bet. But it can be in danger from invaders, so you might not want to. But I'll cover putting it inside in a second. Okay, we need an architect to build that. I'm pretty sure somebody has that labour enabled already, so that's fine. But now if you want to put it inside so that it can be safer, like this setup I have here, you could make one of those that's 3 wide to fit a wagon. But wagons can't go downstairs, they have to go down ramps, so we're gonna just quickly demonstrate. D for designate, R for ramp. Now it's an upward ramp, so you have to put it on the lower level. Okay, not there. It's pretty simple, just showing you, just in case. That's the wrong size. There we go. Okay, architect's doing his thing, miner's doing his thing. That's good. Now a carpenter is coming to actually do the building, because we made it out of wood. Not sure what would happen if you made it out of wood and stone. I should try that. Okay, now it's important to note you can only have one trade depot, at least only one that will be active. And I believe it's the first one you build, but I do just want to, that may not be true. It might be possible to choose which one is active, but the point is you only need and only want one. This one is purely for demonstration, and the point that I'm demonstrating is that you could stick the trade depot in here, a wagon could come down the ramp, get in there, and then you could shut a door or something, you know, to keep it in. You wouldn't be able to use actual doors as in D, because they only use one square and have to be attached to a wall. But you could use a bridge or something like what I've done. Okay, so we've got the trade depot. We're going to look at that later when traders actually arrive, so don't worry about it for now. What we're going to do first is we're going to prepare for when the traders actually do arrive. We need to have stuff to trade them. I'm going to attempt to salvage my fortress design. Just a little. Now we're going to need a workshop for the... I mean, okay, you don't. You could choose to trade the mechanisms if you wanted to. You could trade pretty much anything. But specifically here, we're going to be building the main thing that everybody trades. For that we need a craft dwarf. And that's the craft dwarf's workshop, which for some reason the miner is building. Is he a craft dwarf? No. Huh. Well, anyway, you've got a few options here. Okay, the relevant ones, mostly, are rock, wood, and bone. We do have wood. We could make a few wood ones, so why not? Let's make wooden crafts. And let's make some stone crafts. And bones, yeah, if you've got them now, feel free to use them, but I don't yet. There's going to be an upcoming video that involves that. Now to actually get somebody to do this, we need a woodcrafter, which, let's not take that guy. Let's take the leather worker. He can be a woodcrafter and a stonecrafter. Now when he's done having a drink, he should go create those. Just added some rock mugs because I'm not sure if it's still the case, but what used to happen when you made mugs is that you make 3 mugs, which made basically a huge modifier to the value of the rock. It became much more worthwhile as a result of well, having 3. You take a single rock worth 10, you make 3 mugs worth 10 each. Or maybe they're worth more than 10, depends on the skill, mostly. But it seems like that happens with the crafts too now. A single task makes 3 crafts. So, cool, mugs are not necessarily. But we'll see. We'll see once he's actually made the mugs. This does bring up an important point. He's going to the surface to collect wood because it's considered closer in a straight block for block value, even though actually he has to walk all the way outside to get it. So watch out for that, basically. He's a bit slow, apparently. Just noticed I have some animals starving to death, so I'm going to assign them to this pen, where they can be outside. Although it's very small, they will fight and probably kill each other. So let's not do that, let's make a new pen. Yeah, again, this will be covered in more detail in the animals video, but just as a brief thing, too many animals in a small area will eat all of the food, and, well, eat all of the grass, sorry, and also, if they're too cooped up, they will fight each other. So, yeah, give your animals plenty of space. I would set up a bigger space for them in a more defended position, but my fortress design is absolutely atrocious for these videos, so it's not going to happen. Okay, he's making crafts anyway. Don't really have to do any more than that, just keep making stuff of value until the traders arrive. So I'll be back when the traders arrive. Good news, a thing happened while I was digging. We found some gems. Specifically citrine. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I don't care. So anyway, we're going to use those. It's I think we need 2 workshops for this. So let's very messily tack them onto the end, as I've been doing with everything. Gonna need to wait for the miner first, though. This may take a moment, since he's digging something else, so I'm going to cut the recording until then. Okay, the miner has arrived, and is doing his job. He now digs incredibly fast, since he's a Grandmaster miner, which is very near the max level. Okay, B, building, W, workshop, and we need... oh, my mistake, we only need a jeweler's workshop, just the one. I think one of my people is already a jeweler, so we'll see if somebody runs over. I'm also stalling while my FPS recovers from fraps. Doesn't seem to be happening. Cool. Oh, he's a glass maker. Okay. well, since I don't have any glass, guess not. Let's make him a labourer. Well, give him a labour, sorry, jewellery. We want him to cut and set gems. Basically, we currently have rough gems. We need our gems to not be rough. We need them to be cut. And he's going to cut them. But first he has to build the place. Right. Let's cut gems. Apparently we can cut rock. I don't know what that involves. But for now we're going to cut some actual gems anyway. We're going to put that on repeat, so we're just going to cut them all. And then I'm going to take that off of repeat, and I'm going to have him cut a rock to see what happens. Because I think what is likely the case is that you can cut rocks for practice to level up your gem cutting skill, and then you can make higher quality gems with your actual gems. He cut it into a large citrine. That's brilliant. Okay, when you cut a gem, you either get a useful cut gem or a large gem. Large gems, their only value is that they have value. They can be traded. But, I mean, generally you wouldn't want them because they can be used. And I was intending to use that. So, nice job. And, a fun story about that. Creating large gems is considered a beneficial skill, so the higher your level, the better you'll get for that. The more, sorry, you'll get. Yeah, it seems we can make rock gems. So we've got this rock gem. We press E on it, that's encrust. Now we can stick it onto something. Normally you'd want to store things nearby, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have a masterwork bed that somebody made, so I'm going to make a furniture storage right here. And then I'm going to go to it, and I'm going to change it to only accept masterwork stuff. Now hopefully somebody will bring it here. Unless I accidentally used it, which I may have. Let's check. I did use it. So let's dismantle that then, whichever one it is. No, I didn't use it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess I'm just blind. Well, anyway, we've got a masterwork bed right there. So hopefully, if we tell him to encrust it, he will encrust that one. The right one. Although now I can't choose encrust, seemingly. That's interesting. Oh, I was on the citrine. Okay. Now, this is probably a waste of a masterwork bed, to be honest, but I'm just demonstrating the point because I believe it's a multiplier. You want to take a high quality base thing and a high quality gem, ideally. But we don't have any high quality gems, so. And here's the caravan, so I guess we're going to talk about trading now. You can see up here, there's the wagon. It's come in because we have an accessible trade depot. That's good. So now we need to get ready for them. Let's have a look at the trade depot with Q. Right. First, only broker may trade. Basically that means that some random idiot won't show up, say I have no idea what I'm doing, and then not tell you the value of things. You want somebody who has appraiser as a skill, because they'll be able to tell you how much things are worth. And that's why we have our leader guy, who is an appraiser and a judge of intent. So we keep that set. We can press B to change it, but we're not going to. Now it says no trader needed at depot. We're going to change that soon, but not quite yet. And move goods to and from depot. That's what we need. So we're going to press G. And now we've got all of this stuff. What do we want to take there? We know what we want to take, so let's press S for select, and then shale. That was not what I meant to press. Let's press S for select, and then shale, which I didn't type, I typed select, press enter, go to crafts. But we have more than that. So actually, let's not do that at all. Let's just go to crafts. Now, the only thing is, I don't have a clue where mugs go. They seem to just disappear. So we are going to have to type in mug. Then we press enter on each of these, and they become pending. That means that there's a job where somebody should move stuff to the workshop. To the depot, sorry. So everybody's going to rush off and do that now. And meanwhile, we've got our guy encrusting a barrel. What a dig. I'm pretty sure barrels are not furniture. I thought they were finished goods. Maybe I told him to do that though. No, I said furniture. I don't even know. Like, whatever, man. We now have a nice barrel. It's worth 50. It's encrusted. It's cool. It's a nice barrel. I don't even know. Whatever. The point is, you've seen that we get gems, we cut them, we encrust them. I could trade that barrel, I guess, but I mean, I don't even know what he's doing. My intention was to have a nice high quality bed to give to the sheriff or someone. That's not happening, obviously. Right now, there are 3 different traders you can get currently, which are the dwarves, the humans, the elves. You always get the dwarves sometime in autumn, late autumn this time, and they're the most important. But here's the thing, which I was just about to explain, but it interrupted me. Right, the dwarves have a diplomat. Basically, he comes along and he speaks to your mayor, who, well, let me explain first. You want to make sure he actually does speak to the mayor, and the mayor, like, would prefer to do anything else. So you might need to disable his labours to make sure that he just stands there and takes it like a man. Now, yeah, we're going to get into intermittent screens like this. This is the most important one. On this screen, we basically choose what we want them to bring next year. So, if you didn't have an anvil and they didn't bring an anvil, you could ask them to bring an anvil. I haven't actually looked at what they've brought yet, but that's not the point. Let's ask them for something nice. Let's ask for a cow and a bull. No, not that. Let's ask for a ewe and a ram. A ewe? I don't know, whatever. They're sheep, I think. I hope they're sheep. And then hopefully they'll bring one of each and we'll be able to get a breeding pair. We'll ask for some drink because I'm bad at managing my food and drink. And what else should we ask for? I don't know, there are lots of things you can ask for. They're all fairly useful, but I just haven't really thought about it. Yeah, you should really take more advantage of this. Oh, you could order seeds if you didn't bring every type of seed, or if you ran out somehow. Let's just ask for some iron, I guess, if we have iron. Yeah, we do. We have iron. You can choose how much you want them to bring it, from just a little through to a lot. Let's ask them to bring, like, a medium amount of iron, and that'll do. Like, that's not good. I haven't taken advantage of that properly at all, but you know, you can do better. I'm just showing you the principle. Now let's wait for him to finish up the meeting before we do anything else. The caravan may still be unloading anyway. It appears to be. Okay, now we can look at what we've done, which is we've agreed to pay more for iron, but they will bring more iron. That's it, that's how it works. And now, in a second, they're going to tell us what they want us to prepare. Or they could just not. Maybe I was confused and that was what they were asking. I thought they would say what they want us to make, but we've stopped watching, so maybe it won't happen. We'll see in a second. For now, just waiting for him to leave my mare alone. And then we'll call him to the depot. Also, he's not the mayor, he's the expedition leader. Okay, here we go. Right, this is what they want. They'll pay us more for crossbows, for seeds, for basically these things. They'll pay more. So if we want to make more money, or well, not more money, but if we want to have to make less stuff and trade for the same amount, that's what we do. Easiest thing here is they're asking for musical instruments. You can just make those out of rock. Those are probably a good choice. Or we could just make general crafts because they would pay more for figurines and bracelets. Right. That's very nearly done. There's one more stage, which is this. It's just goodbye. And now he's gonna leave. Simple. So we'll go to the place, the depot. We need to press R to request him come to the depot. And hopefully he'll be along in just a moment. Here he is, he's on his way. Right, now he's here, press Q. T for trade. Now you can use the arrow keys to move along this. We're going to mark all of this for trade, we don't want any of this. We press T on each thing. By the way, this is value, this is weight. So, if you trade them heavy, cheap things, they could go over their value, their weight limit, which is 25,000. It's a lot, but you could go over it with heavy things. But, okay, now we're going to have a look through what they've got and choose what we want. We've got 340 value, which is not very much, actually. I thought I had more than that. So, let's see. They've brought some animals, but we don't really want those right now. Barrels. Now this is actually good. Barrels with drink in them. I'm kind of low on drink right now, so I'm gonna buy some of that. And what else? They'll have a lot of stuff that you'll have no interest in, but and let's hope they have some good stuff too. We could buy sand if we wanted to, because sand is used for glass and we don't have any ourselves. Okay, let's keep looking through. Oh, gypsum plaster. I don't remember whether we brought any, sorry, but it's very useful, so we're going to get some. We only need a bit, but we do need some. This is cloth. Elves will bring a lot of cloth, and, well, there's a principle I should explain, I guess. The more profit you give them, the better stuff they'll bring next year, or the more value they'll bring next year. The problem is that cloth is very light and high value, which means they will try to bring a huge amount of cloth, and well, you might not want that. Simple as that. If you don't want to bring a huge amount of cloth, don't give them much profit. The amount of profit that you have to give them, I'm not entirely sure about. Instantly, I'm just buying random fish right now, don't worry about it. I believe it used to be about 10%, but I'm not sure. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna test them a tiny bit, I think. I'm gonna buy some more lobsters, because I want food. Let's press T for trade. With your trade goods as they are, I can't fathom you ending up with all of those items. So let's get rid of some. And press T again. No, he's still not willing. Really? Still not okay with that? Alright. He seems to be rapidly something I can't see because I have a problem with my Dwarf Fortress. Okay, let's play it safe here, because I do want to come out of this with, something to keep the gypsum, because it's important, as I said. I don't think I've ever failed trading this badly before. I'm not sure why it's being so complaining. Okay, let's trade. He gave me an absolutely awful deal, gave him 160 profit, but I really didn't want to risk it, so I'm going to press escape. Now we can press R to stop requesting a trader. And what else? We've got nothing that's locked here, so we don't need to undo it. But if we had stuff left over, we could unselect it to get rid of it. But yeah, we're done with trading, I think. Oh, one final thing. Elves. Elves don't like it if you cut down wood, and they also don't like it if they see wood. So if they're wandering around and they see a wood stockpile with huge amounts of wood, that will make them mad. If you attempt to trade them wood, they will instantly hate you and leave the fortress. Now, what is considered wood varies, but generally anything that has wood anywhere in the production process, which includes sometimes metal, I think, because you can use wood to smelt, or at least to make fuel. So, yeah, be careful with elves, avoid wood. If you aren't sure, you might want to look it up somewhere. If you annoy them, they won't bring as much value next year, and potentially they can declare war on you. Good luck with that. But we're done for now. So, next time.